Good afternoon, everybody. Steampunk Psyche. Today's date is September the 10th. It's about 7:50 p.m. where I'm at. Today I thought about doing a reading on this other shadow priestess image here. So I hope everybody's having a good 3 days after the full moon. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know yet. My energy's just kind of like drained a little bit. I tried to rest this afternoon. Doing readings really drains my energy. I'm an intuitive person, and I'm a Pisces. I lead by emotions, and I really get into the readings to try to reveal just about as much as I can. And sometimes that can be pretty draining. Um, I contribute a lot of it to maybe this, to the moon phases a lot too, because I do believe it controls a lot of our energy, and uh, the moon is a very mysterious object. It is my sign, by the way. Pisces is representative with the moon. So, anyway, I had some thoughts about um, deservedness. Maybe this reading might talk to us a little bit about that. Um, anyway, I'll go ahead and get going here on this, and I keep chatting. But yeah, I was in my meditation this morning, and I was just asking myself, just like out of the blue, talking to myself, what do I deserve? I deserve that sun card right off the bat. That's nice. Look at that. Two major arcana, the sun and the moon. I couldn't have made this up any better if I wanted to, but the masculine and the feminine, both, the sun and the moon, show up in the major arcana. Wow. I I have to be honest with you. That is like yin and yang. We could be talking about, this stuff. I don't normally do this. I don't normally talk about twin flame connections, but, you know, historically speaking, the relationship between the moon and the sun, not only in esoteric science, but, in ancient wisdom and ancient writings, it talks about, the sun, the relationship between the sun and the moon as lovers. One guards the night sky, one guards the day sky. They kind of take turns, yin and yang. And I don't think you could have, we don't have a yin yang card in this Rider Waite deck, but there you go. Followed by the Five of Pentacles. The sun represents what it does. It's happiness. This is joy. This is loving, peace, harmony. And the moon represents this introspection. It's uh, the shadow self, the shadow aspects of the self. And I'm going to say, for me, it is the significance of masculine and feminine energies here. And this, the Five of Pentacles there in the upright position, is a manifestation. Something is being manifested in this relationship with the sun and the moon here. And it speaks about, kind of in this attitude of, not reaching out for something, not reaching for help, kind of staying in this withholding kind of energy. But it's followed by this, the Six of Cups, which is, talks about this nostalgic, childhood past, and so maybe there is something involving something that somebody's not looking at about their past. It could be kind of holding something off there. Refusing to see something. Really, this card speaks of this refusal, kind of like you're not being mean to yourself, but you're just kind of maybe in your ego kind of head that it's beyond you to ask, or it's beyond you to seek. Maybe pride, very prideful energy here. And this is what's being manifested, or was being manifested. I don't really know that answer yet, but it's followed by this Hierophant in the reverse position. And the Hierophant in the reverse position talks about kind of this unconditional lifestyle. You're seeing things through a new lens, where the Hierophant in the upright is kind of a traditional spiritual look. Then we have the High Priestess. Once again, this is amazing. We have two of the major arcana in the upright here, and then two of the major arcana in the reverse here. What kind of story are we going to get into? This is awesome. Anyway, yeah, the Hierophant in the reverse is this non-traditional look, okay? Maybe you're in a relationship. A great example would be like a throuple relationship. Society deems as, it's unacceptable. You should be monogamous, one man, one woman, or one woman, one woman. And super traditionalist, it wouldn't even be that. So we all know, and I don't need to go there. That's evil and hateful, and I'm not about that. I'm about love, period, no matter what it is. So this non-traditional view, but it's sitting next to the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is the ultimate feminine energy. But so maybe someone is refusing to look at this relationship in a non-traditional way, and they're in their head about it. I'm not. The High Priestess, obviously she is intuition. She is the mystery behind the veil, so to speak. If you can see the veil that's behind her, it's the pomegranates represent this high spiritual knowledge. She wears the crown of the triple moon, and you see the cross and the scrolls. So it's crescent moon down below. So like I said, this, she is the High Priestess of the energy, but in the reverse position. Let's take a look at that real quick, and we'll see here. Let's see what it says. Blocked intuition. There's some secrets, confusion, maybe some hidden truths about something. So maybe there's something about this this relationship as well that's we'll also, while I got there, let's look at the Hierophant reversed as well. See this non-conformity. So there's something about this relationship to this energy that's kind of, maybe you feel like you're breaking the rules, or there's a personal truth coming out. I'm not sure. Let's keep looking here. Then we have the excuse me, the Four of Swords in the reversed position. Look at that as well. Exhaustion, burned out, restlessness, mental fatigue, stress, hesitation, and recovery. I'm guessing by the the High Priestess, it's not going to be recovery in the reverse, but yeah, there's an offering. Perhaps this offering, I'm going to guess this offering hasn't happened yet. And, it's got you in this restless state of mind. Perhaps you're considering this relationship, this non-traditional style relationship. I mean, there is no doubt that we are talking about, this could be, obviously, like I said, and I don't normally do this. You won't hear me say it a lot, but when you have the sun and the moon together, that is definitely, you're mirroring somebody, something. These two, the sun and the moon together, the reflections, if you understand how the moon's reflected at night, refracting the light from the sun. So they are completely a mirror, and the moon is receptive to that. And so the High Priestess in reverse begs me to ask the question, are you receptive to this Hierophant, this non-traditional relationship, since it's in the reverse position? And it's got you up at nights, and perhaps it has for a while. And where this Garden in the Gate offering, this the Ace of Pentacles, you see the hand coming out of the clouds is what you're kind of waiting on, this offering of, maybe it could be information. Swords does represent an air sign, with communication. So I'm not sure. Maybe we can figure this one out. Okay, the Three of Wands in the reverse position. So there's kind of this dominating energy that, or at least you're trying to get some more information. You're looking out, you're considering it, and it's followed. The Three of Wands talks about the budding staffs that are sort of the things you've accomplished, and you've got your sights set forward, kind of in this exploratory type stance. However, that would be in the upright position, and since the Three of Wands is in the reverse position, it takes on this different aspect. So there's a lack of progress and maybe a limitation of some sort, resistance. So there's a consideration, some obstacles, some things that are still taking place that have not quite come to fruition. And this could be information. You feel like something's ending. The Death in reverse could also symbolize some healing aspects too. Let me let's look at that real quick. Resistance, holding on, avoidance, delay, uncertainty, and clinging to the past. Blocked transformation. Yeah, that's why I was saying that. Because it's followed by the and I said what I was saying is the healing aspect is you're in the process of maybe healing something else along the way, because it was followed by the Queen of Wands. And I'm kind of seeing that with this, High Priestess reversed, and in the Four of Swords as well. This delay of just the consideration. It just seems like a real deep consideration taking place. The Queen of Wands represents the mystery. She's got the black cat energy, right? And she's clothed in, the colors of mystery and intuition and deep mystery type, fire sign, Leo here, with the lions, next to her there. So yeah, I'm just thinking this deep introspection, and it's this consideration of the death is to be turning this card around, basically saying, do I put an end to perhaps where I'm at now to consider this? There's a following of a Page of Wands in the reverse position, and the Page of Wands in reverse is overthinking, yeah, maybe a lack of direction still. Hesitating, resistance, uncertainty. Maybe you're moving towards something, or maybe you're the one that's trying to communicate, but you're not sure. And you got choices here, but with the Seven of Cups showing up, lots of choices. The Seven of Cups, actually, I don't normally do this either, but I think what I'd like to do is share with you with the Strength in reverse. The King of Swords. Let me draw one more here, and it might even throw out two. Yep, the Hermit. What is it going to place on the Sun here? Okay, some rest and recovery. Something's going on. Let's look at this. Let's look at the Seven of Cups, because I really I love the Seven of Cups card. Let me find some information for you real quick. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, what's in the cups is what gets me, is, oops. You know what? That's not going to happen. Well, that's a bummer. Let's see here. Yeah. Bummer deal. Okay. I apologize. Yeah, I was hoping to draw that up. I can't really remember all of the information within the Seven Cups, but let's just say it's everything from the Aquarian human aspect to temptation. A to Z choices, and that shows up, and that's one of those obvious things. You're trying to make a choice um, about this situation, about what you should do. Whereas you've gathered some, and normally the strength in the upright is that slow, compassionate strength. Maybe in reverse position here, we're gonna see this be a kind of being hard on yourself, I would imagine, of some type. But see what it says: self doubt, weakness, vulnerability, fear, resistance, imbalance, and overwhelmed. What are we overwhelmed about? Why is this overwhelming? It sounds so beautiful. There's a King of Swords. It would be kind of this confirming stability, confirmation that you're looking for. That's what you're manifesting in that third position. But you're grounded in this Hermit in reversed as well. Let's look at this. Hermit in reverse. Isolated, withdrawed, loneliness, fear of introspection, and uncertainty. This makes me sad. But we have the Moon, and if this is you, it could be either one. This could be masculine or feminine, either one. There's not gender specific on this because you're mirrors, right? And maybe both of you are mirroring, or more than one mirroring this situation. Yeah, it has to be mirrored. And since I'm gonna guess, yeah, we'd probably see the same type of mirrored rest, recovery, rejuvenation on the Moon as well, because the Hermit is the introspection, right? And shining the light uh, upon this subject. And yeah, let's see. I'm almost certain. Could be wrong, but I'm not sure how else it could follow. But yeah, the Knight of Swords talks about this rest, recovery. Yeah, with Knight of Swords coming in, something's coming in quickly. The Knight of Swords is this energetic energy. He's kind of a little bit impatient, but it's like, or impulsive in a way. But, when I set out, I'm, going to do something, I'm going to do it quickly and get this done. So there seems to be this um, rest, recovery, rejuvenation from whatever it is that's been troubling you. So perhaps that was in the past scenario. And the Hermit is maybe coming full circle here. But something's coming in quickly, and then usually this, like I said, it's communication of some kind, or some kind of action that's a major action towards this. And it looks like it's in the feminine position, so maybe this feminine energy is coming in and kind of giving some kind of this Ace of Pentacles offering that we were looking for here. Well, okay. What seems to be in the energy, though, these two are facing away from each other, but the Knight of Wands in reverse talks about this chaos, this recklessness, this impatient energy, this aspect about something that is not working out the way you want it to in a nice way. Let's look at this real quick. Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah. Impulsiveness, haste, yeah, chaos, restlessness, overconfident, haste, frustration. Yeah, I'm wondering, like I said, the Knight of Wands, communication going one way, and the Knight of Wands is completely facing the other way. But it's facing in the direction of the Eight of Swords here. And so there seems to be this binding, and normally I would say like this codependent scenario, but I'm not getting that. It's like there's a chaos in this binding of these two. And if this is a mirrored scenario, then both of you are feeling this bound up. Lack of communication and action on both of your parts. It's kind of like you both are doing this rest recovery, but there still seems to be this chaotic energy surrounding either one or the other of you. Um, yeah, with the Eight of Swords, the option to turn around and walk to that beautiful, place that you're looking for is right there. All you have to do is turn around and walk, but you're refusing to see something. And perhaps both of you are refusing to see something within these Seven of Cups choices here. Or maybe you don't see that there is choices that you could move forward to. Keep going, see what's up. Nine of Cups, okay. Nine of Cups, you notice, does not sit on a throne. He knows that change is coming. Major offering, relationship, he's got lots of awards behind him here, but he's not sitting on a throne. He knows that his throne is only temporary. So this is a temporary state of a win, for instance. This is a temporary state of mind. But it does speak of the cups, so usually that's, relationship, emotional type scenario. And I would say that there is this, perhaps this shared energy of this seems like such a good win, right? But then it's followed by this completely opposite energy of this feuding, like who's in charge, what's they're not really like beating the crud out of each other, but you notice there's just kind of this chaos of turmoil, and who's in charge, what's taking place, who's going to lead this, or whatever it is. So I kind of get the feeling that this energy of this relationship or whatever hasn't really gone anywhere because there's nobody really in charge. You know what I mean? Like nobody's taking the lead. Perhaps you're both just kind of recognizing the healing taking place, and this. But I feel like it's a mirrored scenario. This energy is present within the both of parties, masculine and feminine. So, and since we did see the Hierophant, like I said, this could be multiple people involved. So within that, someone's walking away. Maybe somebody's putting an end to that state. Somebody could be coming forward. Like to see another card. Another sword would be kind of giving us some kind of confirmation of that. Oh, that's good. See, we got the Ten of Cups. So yeah, there's a union. You're grounding yourself. Whoever this is, I think the parties are like, we're going to move away from the rough and choppy waters and move into some more calm waters. Now this could be, maybe this is an energy of somebody could be walking out of a relationship that I don't know. Maybe there were just some kind of internal wounds, basically. What this can talk about, mother wounds, or it could also talk about, youthful energy here that's, moving. Somebody could be younger, somebody could be older. But yeah, the Ten of Cups is good to see. We all want a happy life, that joyful family type structure, and rainbows in the clouds, unicorn kind of scenario. So, okay, then we are followed with the Emperor. Now these are in the third turn, so it talks about this manifested energies here. So what are we trying to a tower? Okay, so the Emperor is what the Emperor is, right? He's top of the food chain. And you couldn't get any more masculine energy than the Emperor. He's stable, and but I kind of feel like there's an impatientness here. You know, the emperor is, he's a stubborn mule, right? I mean, he had to do some things that maybe weren't necessarily something that we would do to control, his realm. But that has formed his stability, and sometimes you got to be a little hard headed. Sometimes you got to be a little forward. And but I'm seeing this tower here that is in the upright position. So, but I'm not really seeing. There was this chaos energy here with the with the Knight of Wands, and look, there's another Ace of Wands. So that's also a sign, and followed by the Lovers. Okay, so with the Tower, something has to fall in order for this love to take place. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. The Emperor shows up here with this masculine energy. Um, there is a definite tower in place, but there is also this coming together. This Ace of Wands is the offering, and look, the offering is the Lover card. So this is definitely a twin flame scenario for me. I mean, this would have to be lined up so perfectly. Look, the sun, the moon, the Ten of Cups, in the grounded where you're going to. You couldn't ask for any better as far as you're made for each other. Sexually speaking, the Ace of Wands is what it is. So, and then followed by the Lovers card. So, and we've got all the signs here, but I think there is some things taking place that, a mirrored thing. We're talking about some a little bit of wound issues. Nobody's really kind of made a lead towards either each other. This could have been, both of you in that healing phase with the chaser runner, but I don't feel like that's the case right now. Um, I kind of feel like now it's just a matter of communicating that idea. Because we had healing, we had, rest, recovery, rejuvenation, and action taking place on that, so both, and it's sitting on both, see, the sun and the moon, with rest recovery and the action of that facing the rest recovery. I feel like that's a mirror. So both of you have been doing that. Both of you are maybe in a little bit of, one is a little stubborn. We saw that with the Emperor, and restless, because we do see the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and it's causing this kind of a bound up scenario. But you're both kind of in this nostalgia energies together. So this is a pretty beautiful read, actually. I mean, it's like, wow, okay. Lucky. I'm gonna get another few cards here, see if there's anything else we need to know about this. I feel like, okay, what are we chained to here? We had the Devil card show up. And, okay, some trust issues, obviously, but I feel like the chain, what you're chained to, or what's holding. You know what? Let's take a look before we do this. Let's take a look at the Five of Swords in the reverse position here. And a reconciliation. I mean, yeah, okay, that's moving on. Regret or letting go, learning from mistakes, healing, a resolution, compromise. I'd like to think the reconciliation, I think that both of you are expecting this reconciliation. You're chained to the idea of a reconciliation. In the masculine position, the Devil card represents that, what you're chained to, and that's not necessarily it's not a terrible card at all. In fact, it's a revealing card for us, and it's revealing this, excuse me, what you're trying to manifest. To me, I mean, this is just perception, but that's kind of what I feel like. But we'll clarify this Five of Swords and then move forward from there. Yeah, okay. So the Ten of Swords in reverse also. Sweet. Right. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's look at that. Recovery, renewal, healing, perspective, transformation, hope, and rebirth. I mean, it's beautiful. It's like, I just don't even think you could ask for a better spread of cards. I mean, whoever this is for, and the offering's coming in. I mean, it's sitting right over the top of the sun. Um, I think I'm going to end this here. I'm like I am not trying to I'm not trying to jinx anything. Not that I was, because I wasn't feeling that even along the way. A lot of times when we get those cards like that, they feel real sporadic all over the place. One is chaotic. One is like wandering. You got the and then that's where I was saying you got that, which I don't really like to do this a whole lot, but the twin flame chaser runner scenario. In this case, I feel like it was very equaled out, very balanced energy. So that was cool to actually see that cards line out like that, because, you know, um, I don't like that. If you've ever been in the chaser runner, the push pull kind of scenario, it's very draining. Do they like me? I wonder if that person likes me, or do they feel what I'm feeling? Is that it's just back and forth. It's relentless. It is so draining and uh so healing whenever you finally realize that the twin flame that you were truly chasing is the love relationship in yourself. But I'm seeing this relationship that I think there's healing on both sides, and it really seemed to mirror that aspect. Now, with the Knight of Wands, there's this chaos, and then the Devil, and then the Five of Swords. And so, my concern is like, um, I think it's just maybe a restlessness, impatient, going when, you know. And here's the thing: if you've gone this far with your healing aspect, and we saw healing throughout with the cards, even in this non-traditional aspect, um, I think you're getting the thumbs up. I mean, the moon and the sun falling in the masculine and the passive position is like, could you be any clearer? Like, this is a smack in the face kind of wake up call going, hello. Um, I guess whenever you're done saying you're not healed, you know what I mean? Kind of like whenever you're ready to embrace this and smile with your hearts together, then I guess it'll happen, because we've already given you the okay. Could you be any more clear? Beautiful read. I mean, wow, awesome. So whoever saw this, and you feel like this confirmed in your heart, because this is all about intuition and perception. So whoever needed to hear this, congratulations. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't see the Four of Wands, and this happy union scenario, marriage or anything. But even coming together, if it's this throuple relationship, or if this is a non-conventional style relationship uh, of any kind, it's still beautiful. It's love, and I'm all about love. I am Pisces. I mean, I embrace love. My whole sexuality and everything is expressed through this, beautiful heart, beautiful love. So, hey, congratulations to whoever this was for. I hope you liked the read. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know. Wow, I'm just like, just smiling inside, and it's so beautiful. So anyway, I love you guys, appreciate it, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.